At the Jeep Labor Day sales event, summer's ending means true adventure's just beginning. It's time to set your compass to the setting sun and follow the open road wherever it leads. To let one wave introduce you to 1,000 friends you didn't know you had, and one spirit of freedom take you to places you hadn't dreamed existed. In the all-new 3-row Grand Cherokee L, with enough room for the whole family to find their wild side. Or in the American legend Jeep Wrangler, the true embodiment of open-air freedom. Navigate the road less traveled with the available technology of Jeep Compass. Or let Jeep Cherokee's advanced safety features help protect you wherever you go. Because even though summer's coming to a close, one SUV brand knows the road to adventure is always open. And when it comes to ending summer in style, there's only one. So let the Jeep Labor Day sales event lead you to great times with a great deal by heading into your Jeep brand dealer today. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Your life, your hopes, and whatever you were searching for at 1:15 a.m. It's really none of our business, and it shouldn't be anyone else's. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
You know, something gnaws at you.
I'm fascinated.
And you can't help yourself but get an answer. And at the end of the day, you don't even really care about it.
I'm fascinated by what this question would be.
So I want to set it up. I really don't care.
Okay.
And yet I have to answer the question.
But you do want me to answer the question?
No, yeah, I need an answer.
Okay.
Like, I can't leave the building today without an answer.
Wow.
Even though I don't care.
Okay.
So you knuckleheads play in a fantasy baseball league,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And I assume that goes week by week, right?
Correct. We are in a week. The league that I run, that Lugie's in CMAX, is a weekly league. You can change the starters day to day, but it's a head-to-head.
Okay.
Yes.
But here's my question. So what do you guys do with today's first Met game?
Well, it's fascinating
Does
that you
it
asked
count
that.
towards the week of April 11th, and that's like a no-decision week until this game got played?
So normally when there's a suspended game, it's picked up a day or two later. And so the stats usually aren't even registering, but they'll do a stat correction right before the week ends and register whatever happened in the suspended game.
Okay.
I have been trying to figure out today what the hell happens, because this is from the first week of the year. So I've gone to the Yahoo website. I've gone all the way back to April 11th or whatever the heck the day is, and I see numbers changing. But I can't imagine that they're going to change the outcome of week one. I can't imagine.
But it's possible, right?
I guess it's possible, but it's...
I just wondered because, Stroman in theory was on the hook for a loss today.
Well,
like
no. They didn't give up the run.
I'm saying he was on the hook possibly.
Yeah, if Taiwan had given up the run in the first inning.
If Taiwan gives up the run of the guy that's on first base, or, he also... I think walked the first battery face who had a 2-0 count from Stroman. That would have been on Stroman also.
Yeah, if Taiwan would have walked the hitter at 2-0, it would have been a walk. But, if you have Brandon Nimmo hit a home run in this game, does that register back on April 11th?
That's my question.
I don't think so. I think
but
for
does
Yahoo,
it count for this week?
No, it definitely doesn't count for this week.
So it's a dead zone.
It's a dead zone this week, yes.
Wow. Now, what if you're a guy that had Brandon Nimmo in week one and you lost by a point?
It sucks.
You get screwed?
Well, what happened? I'll give you a great example in my case. I traded for Francisco Lindor. I know. I didn't have him week one. So does his stats from today, why would it count in week one?
I think
he wasn't
whoever
on my
had him
team.
week one would get the credit for what he
that's
does.
how I think it would
but
go.
Here's the good news
I don't think
that.
anything's happening.
He didn't get a hit today, so no worries.
No, he laid down a sacrifice bunt.
He was 0 for 4, 0 for 3 with a sack bunt in the first inning with nobody out, two out a guy in second.
But normally with these suspended games, it's the same week. What's so odd about this, and I think I had heard that this is the longest delayed suspended game in the history of baseball.
I think so, yeah.
There's never been a game suspended this long, to the point where the Marlins had to take 5 guys out of their lineup because they're not on the team anymore. Starling Castro being one of them, Chad Wallach, a bunch of guys. The Mets had Luis Guillermo in the lineup. He's on the injured list.
Yeah, it's a weird situation for sure. Here's, all right, let's go Ray and Danbury first. Ray, what do you got?
Hey, look, you, Evan, you guys are like salted cashews. I can't get enough of you two.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And listen, and Craig, if you were my partner, I'd have your 6 every time. But I'm begging you, stop with the subs being the name. Because you're a New Rochelle guy, right?
Yes.
All right, you know a little Pella Manor?
Of course.
All right, you know Boston Post Road?
Yes.
All right, so on the borderline between the Bronx and Boston Post Road, where for 30 years, every day, 12 deep outside the door, every construction worker, every trucker, every mechanic went to a little place named the Wedge Inn. Now, excuse me, I just dropped my mic.
Listen, all
Take the L, Craig.
I can't tell you that you didn't live the life you claim to have lived. All right. That being said, I know you want to call it a hero or a wedge. For you, it's a wedge, and I'm getting a lot of hate mail on this. To me, it was called a submarine sandwich.
That's not what you said yesterday. You denied the existence of that name. You have to take
No,
the L, man.
of the wedge?
Yes.
Yeah, the wedge is for Gacy. I never heard of it before.
It was called the Wedge, not the sub-in, not the hoagie.
I know.
The Wedge Inn.
Yes.
12 deep.
Correct.
Outside the
Correct.
door.
And if I'm not mistaken, the sign outside the door had the pictures of the two women, right?
Yeah, you're right. And that's
Right.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Not
don't
bad.
remember it was called the Wedge?
I don't remember. I've never once called it a wedge in my lifetime.
Yeah, but the name of the place.
that's one place.
Dude.
And all they sold, they would close every day at 3 o'clock because that's all they did.
Yeah, I hear
That's all
you.
everybody liked.
Hey.
Take the L, bro.
Listen, I appreciate the
take
call,
it.
Ray, and hopefully you've enjoyed a couple steamers and cheeseburgers and corn at Greasy Nick's as well. And
Yeah.
I'd love to see you there one day, too.
You guys are the best. Stay
Thanks,
well.
Ray. Appreciate it. But people are that's a very emotional topic for people.
Well, because I think where you were
That's so funny.
slightly misinformed, because you're not completely wrong, is that sub is a national thing. That's not a New York thing. It's a national thing. You could go anywhere and say, I'd like a sub. Other terms are more regional, like hero, like wedges, like hoagies. So the sub one, that's universal. You use that anywhere. Kansas City, St. Louis, Dallas, Butte. It doesn't matter. It's not a New York thing.
Oh, I'm not arguing this anymore.
Is that your way?
And especially with you.
I'm not arguing.
arguing
You're not arguing
the
with
name of
me.
a sub with Evan
No,
Roberts.
no, I'm not arguing with you. I'm defending our last caller who made a great
So
point.
I'm looking at a picture of the place.
Yeah.
And it says Italian wedge sandwiches. All right, so there you go. That's how we grew up. What do you want me to tell you?
So you admit that wedges are
No, I think for a very small amount of people who liked one particular storefront
now it turns
on
into
Boston
small?
Post Road, just south of the Pelham border near the Bronx.
so unfair.
I guess one guy called it a wedge.
Oh, come on.
But I never called it a wedge.
Listen, you
Listen.
wedgies out there, I'm defending your honor.
And it was the name of the Yellow Sub place wasn't Yellow Wedge, it was Yellow Submarine. Right?
I guess so. What does that mean, though?
Now I'm going to have to, I got to go to Larchmont now and get a wedge. People claim that's the king of the wedge now.
Yeah, you should.
I don't know if I want to go
Why
to
don't you
Larchmont.
pick that up for us tomorrow?
Yeah, bring in some wedges. this
Yeah,
time.
bring in some
I'm not.
wedges. What are you doing?
By the way, go to Faicos on Bleecker Street. Tell me what they call it. They probably call it a hero or a sub. They don't call it a wedge.
Craig, because wedges are, we went over this.
Westchester.
Wedges are Westchester and New Rochelle. Don't change the
They're
story.
not New Rochelle. And Boston Post Road ain't New Rochelle. It's Pelham Manor, maybe a little Bronx flair. Okay, it ain't New Rochelle. Sorry.
Okay.
Wedge.
Wedges are a New Rochelle thing, though. That's true story. You
By
don't
the way,
even
a
know
lot of
about
people
your
tell me
hometown.
that, too.
You don't even know about your hometown.
Because
Embarrassing.
Listen, I lived my whole, other than I started in the Bronx, as people know, and moved to New Rochelle when I was a very young lad.
Right.
Yeah. We had Gizzo's Pizza, all right? We had the bagel shop that's still there to this day, all right?
But
we had the Greek Donut World.
Craig.
Okay, Rula Angelides family. We didn't have wedges.
I admit, and I think most people listening admit, you know a lot about food.
Yes, I do.
And you should be honored by that. Now, would you admit I know a lot about whatever? Sports, okay.
Yes.
If there was an athlete that someone called up with, and I said, no, it didn't exist, I never heard of him, that doesn't mean he didn't exist just because I didn't hear of him.
I agree with you.
As brilliant as you are in knowing about food and sandwiches, just because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean it's not real. So for all the New Rochellers out there, for all the Westchesters out there, wedges exist, even if Craig won't admit it.
All right. I'm going to have to do something I didn't want to do. And I'm going to do it. It'll probably take me a couple breaks to get it done, but I'm going to have to do it.
What are you going to do?
Well, you'll see. I'll do it.
What is it?
And now I got to bring out the heavy artillery. Sorry. Now I've got to do what I have to do to stop my name from being besmirched in the mud. with all this nonsense of wedges. I'll take care
To
of it.
quote Clint Capella, what you gonna do about it?
I got an answer, Clint, coming up shortly. Pat's and Merrick. Yo, Pat, what's going on?
My man.
Pots and pans.
Hey, Aaron, got a question.
Yes.
You still think the Rays are a bad team? I'm asking for myself.
No, you, Pat. I'm actually glad you made the phone call and brought it
Well
up.
done, sir.
I got to take the L, and I do this every year. Like every single year, I look at the Rays roster, I look up and down at their pitching staff, I look at their lineup, and I say they're not that good. And every year I'm proven wrong, and I've been proven wrong again. And so, unlike Craig, I will take my L, I will swallow that L, I will digest that L, and I will admit, yet again, because this isn't the first time, I am dead wrong about the Tampa Bay Rays. My apologies.
No, you don't have to apologize for it.
Attaboy.
But good job, Pat.
The question, no, and
buddy.
I'm glad you brought it up. The question I ask myself is, so next year, and it won't be like, we won't spend a lot of time on it, but next year, it's right around opening day, and we're like, so, what do you think of the Yankees? What do you think of the AL East? Do I do it again? Do I pull the same garbage and say, Craig, I'm the baseball guy. I've looked at the Rays roster. They're not that good. Don't worry about them. Or do I finally just buy in that even when Tyler Glasnow goes on the IL,
Right.
even when you look up and down at the roster and say they're not that good, they're going to find a way. Because to their credit, they're going to win 100 games. And they're going to win
Which
the
is
American League
absurd.
East again. And it's absurd. It really is. It's an amazing accomplishment. And I'm not happy about it because I don't really like the Rays. I don't like their style. I didn't root for them last year at all. I don't like them. It's one area where me and the Yankee fans could agree. I don't like them. But I got to respect them. And you said it earlier, even though you didn't know the guy's name, Kevin Cash does deserve to win Manager of the Year.
Because I look like him.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. A lot of people say it's my doppelganger.
You look just like him.
So I've reached out to the mayor of New Rochelle. Okay?
Knew that was coming.
I knew that was coming.
Guy's been mayor for like 20 years.
Has
I grew
he?
up with him since kindergarten.
Do you have a name?
His name is Noam Bramson.
Okay.
He's my main man, pots and pans.
Yes.
I sent him an email. I did not give him any inkling as to my side of things. All I said was, can you call him real quick to settle a sandwich debate? That's all I said. Mm-hmm. So I gave him the hotline, and perhaps Tommy will answer it when it rings. All right? And then we'll let the mayor of New Rochelle.
I just want to get this on the
I think
record.
that's a fair guy to call, no?
Are you agreeing that whatever Mayor Bramson says is the final answer on this?
I have no choice.
So you will, if the mayor calls in and says, look, Craig, great New Rochelle resident or old resident, because you don't live there
I have
anymore,
a
we
key
love
to
you.
the city.
I get it. You got a key to the city. We love you, Craig. We love you. We love you. We love you.
I did lose
but I'm
it,
sorry.
but-
It's actually a wedge. You will accept your loss.
I will have no choice but to say if the mayor of New Rochelle, at some point in his lifetime, referred to a sandwich as a wedge, then that goes on record.
Okay.
I
I
will
will
go
also.
on right now. Listen, don't forget, I grew up on the same streets as the mayor.
I understand.
We
Even
went
though
to school together from kindergarten on.
That
We
makes me
graduated
nervous.
together.
That makes me nervous.
Okay?
I was about to say I accept what the mayor says, but I've seen so much on Twitter from people that have lived there, that are in one voice saying you're wrong. But you know what? I will accept what the mayor says, Craig. I will be a
I don't
good
think
man.
we have any choice
I
but
will
to accept what he has to
whatever
say.
he says
Now-
about wedges versus.
The problem is he's a politician. So you know what? He's going to go down. He's going to give you both. There's wedges. There's subs. Can't we all live together?
He's been mayor so long, I don't think he plays that game
Yeah,
anymore.
I got to tell you,
I'm not
C-Mac,
going to upset the wedge people.
Craig's right. Like he's been mayor since 2006.
Yeah, he's
Like,
been
so
mayor a long time.
He's been mayor forever. He's been mayor forever. Can you believe the Mets just came back from 5-1 down in the bottom of the ninth inning and have walked off the Marlins?
And you know who
that
scored
just
you know
happened.
who scored the winning run?
Javier Baez, who drove in, I shouldn't say drove in, hit a infield hit, little bouncer in the hole, but then miraculously scored from first base on that base hit. The Mets were down 5-1 in the ninth inning. They were dead. I don't know. I'm working
They got a
myself
two-run
up.
home run from Nimmo, and the most hated guy in New York just scored the game-winning run. It's
And
going to
he-
be reviewed,
dude,
apparently.
and he
but
scores from first on
Yeah.
a single.
Yeah.
Baez in his mindset's like Slaughter's mad dash a long time ago. He basically said, I'm going to score.
it's Enos Slaughter. I'm aware of who it is.
No, the outfielder bobbled it.
Oh, there was a but he was
Yeah.
still running.
He was, but
I don't think he. No, you're right. And I'm glad you
I
said
think he got the go-ahead after. I
fans-
think the third base coach had it in time.
Interesting. Are fans cheering for Baez now?
Well, of course we would. He succeeded.
That's right. How about turning it around in less than 24 hours?
I tell you, Javi Baez
All
came
the
up.
fans are on their feet. Thumbs up.
Shouldn't we be? They won. They won in a miraculous game that they pulled out of their rear end.
They
of
had
course.
no business winning that game.
None.
And so here's the situation. The Mets are down by 2 with Baez at the plate with second and third. Javi with 2 outs. So Javi Baez came up in this moment where, whoa, ultimate hero, ultimate GOAT. And to his credit, it wasn't all or nothing. He didn't hit a 3-run home run, but he had a chopper in the hole, beat it out. But think about the way that moment was set up for Javi. Down 2, bottom of the 9th inning, second and third 2 outs. And to his credit, he came through. But Michael Conforto, who's also been booed all year long, rightfully so, guy's been abysmal. Michael Conforto comes up with the game winner, and that's after an inning earlier popped up with guys on base.
So the left fielder bobbles the ball
Jorge
terribly.
Alfaro is the left
The
fielder.
throw comes in. Oh, I see what happened. He's going to be out, but the catcher doesn't make the play.
I don't know if he
hands
would have
in
been
first.
out.
Hands in first for
He
sure.
would have been safe. The bobble by Alfaro, who's not really an outfielder, he's a catcher. So I don't know why he was
No,
out
his hand
there.
got in. That's a clean play. He's safe. And they had the shift on. They had the shift on Conforto, so the left side of the infield, they only had one guy over there.
But C-Mac's right. The bobble by
and the ball got
Alfaro
away, so the ball did get away.
was a
Got
big
it.
reason for sending Baez. But Baez had that look like he was running no matter what. Like
By
he
the way, Evan,
was-
here's what's interesting. He was safe even if the catcher makes the tag,
No,
which
yeah.
he didn't.
Yeah.
The umpire's going to call him out.
He was going to call him out. He would have been wrong.
Now, he would have been overturned on that anyway. But look at all
Is
these
this the
kiss-ass
moment?
Met fans.
What do you mean kiss-ass Met fans?
Oh, everyone's giving him the thumbs up.
Well,
look at this.
I'm sorry, should we be booing? Should we be upset? We just won. We were down
Watch what
5-1 in the
happens.
9th inning.
2 hours ago. You guys have the audio?
Yeah.
This is the audio of the Met fan base maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours ago when Baez comes in as a pinch hitter. Play it.
Now here's Baez.
All right, stop. Getting booed mercilessly.
Well, are you surprised by that?
2 hours later, thumbs up, Javi. You're the guy.
Craig.
Man.
Craig.
Whoop, whoop.
Didn't you expect all of that? And isn't that the right thing to do? Like most Met fans were going, even I said to you, I was thinking when I get to the game tomorrow night, if they play it, that even I was going to issue a boo, and I never boo. Obviously, Met fans were going to boo Javier Baez. They gave Lindor a mixed reaction. He didn't
Okay,
get
so
fully
here's my
booed.
question for you.
So then what are you surprised
What
about?
happens tonight's game when he starts the game?
All
He's
cheers.
introduced.
I think it's over.
All cheers now. He just ended it. He scores the game-winning run on a hustle play.
Yeah,
Granted, the left fielder bobbles the ball, but he's going for it and scores the game-winning run.
Here's the question, and for anyone driving
That's
over there right
awesome.
now, here's the difficulty you're going to face. There were 8,000 people at Citi Field today. Very small number.
Feel lucky.
Okay? Those people got an opportunity to let out their emotions and say, hey, we're going to boo you. Baez responded. He had 2 plate appearances. He got hit by a pitch, and he drove in a huge run and then scored on the mad dash to win the game. There may be people driving to the ballpark right now listening saying, wait a second, I didn't get to do my boo.
Right.
So there may be some boos for that reason, but for me,
He hasn't heard from me yet.
I'm done. Like,
He just
came
scored the
through.
game-winning run.
Unlike Francisco Lindor, who did nothing in this game. I mean, quite frankly, they done a sacrifice bunt in the first inning because he was afraid of being booed and then went 0 for 3. Javier Baez answered the call today, to his credit. So I think there are going to be some Met fans who say, I need my turn. But for me, it's over. The Mets just won a miraculous game, and let's see if they can keep it going.
That couldn't have, like, if you're a Met fan, that really couldn't have gone any better. Because they're brutal the whole game. No offense whatsoever, right? No clutch hitting. It's dead man walking. No one's in the stadium.
5-1 in the 9th.
They're down 5-1. Nimmo hits okay, great 2-run home run. Make the score more respectable. And then here comes the winning run. I got to hear the radio calls, that, guys, if you can get it for us.
And by the way, I'll
because
throw in-
I think Howie did it.
Yeah, last game today.
I think it's Howie's last game, yeah.
And one other thing about this is in the bottom of the 8th inning, also down 5-1, the Mets had 2 on with 1 out and did nothing. Conforto popped up, VR grounded out. So they are coming on the heels of having a scoring opportunity and doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then they score 5 runs in the
Well,
bottom of the 9th inning and win.
If you're on your way to the game, I guess we can move past Thumbgate. No? I think Javi Baez has done exactly what he had to do. Score the game-winning run. You kind of shut everybody up. They're all cheering for you now. And it'll be interesting what happens at 7. I think you're right. I think there's going to be a handful of people, not a lot, who are like, wait a minute, you didn't hear from me yet.
Right.
Outside of that, the guy just hustled his way to a W.
But there are two guys in this story. There's Javier Baez, who I think most of us look at as a rental, who did come through today after hearing a lot of boos. And then there's Lindor, who got a smattering of boos and did nothing in this game. He laid down a weak bunt sacrifice that ticked me off in the first inning, was embarrassing, and took an offer. So I don't know. Are there different reactions towards Francisco to Javier? Because Baez helped them win the game.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
How quickly is the owner on Twitter about that play? It won't be an hour, in my opinion.
You think he's going to tweet something?
I don't think there's any doubt about it. He did tweet before the game something to the effect of,
let's win 2
now
today.
let's root for our guys and support them, and hopefully
I
win
haven't
too.
looked. My prediction will be we won't hear anything from him in the middle of games. I think after game 2, if they win, you'll hear from him.
But this is such a special ending with the guy that was public enemy number 1.
Yeah.
This is how you make the boo birds go away. That's the only thing he possibly
So what should he
could have done.
tweet? What should he tweet?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if he will tweet.
I don't think he will. I think he's going to wait because knowing
I
there's
don't think he can help
another
himself.
knowing there's another game. Which, let's be honest, if you don't win the second game, what the hell was this? I'm being honest here. What the hell was this win if you split a doubleheader with the Miami Marlins? You got to sweep them.
Do you want to hear how it sounded?
Yes.
So this is Harry Rose's last call of the year because he's some personal situation.
Well,
I guess he's having surgery.
Yeah.
Both games said. Pardon me.
I think tomorrow's his last day.
Oh, is that
tomorrow?
Yeah,
He said
with the
Wednesday,
weather
tomorrow.
Well, they're
coming.
not playing tomorrow.
But they're not
They're not
playing.
playing.
So in essence, you're right.
Right,
It'll be
that
today.
hurricane's becoming a tropical force storm and it's hitting us. That's just period stop. There's not going to be baseball tomorrow. The Yankees, of course, will play, but they're not on the East Coast. All right, and you can all watch them and see what a winning team looks like.
They've lost 3 in a row, but okay.
Yeah, they have, right?
The Mets are
13 out of
the Mets are
16
closer to first place than the Yankees are.
by half a game now. That's right.
That's just
All right, here we go. Harry Rose, Wayne Randazzo. How did it go down?
Baez, the winning run at first. First pitch, swing and a ground ball, base hit going into left field. The Mets have tied it. Alonso scores. Digging for third is Baez. The ball is bobbled. Baez coming around third. Alfaro's front of the plate, the slide. The ball gets away. The Mets win. The Mets win. Put it in the box. The Mets come back from trailing 5-1 in the 9th inning. A single and an error in left field has won the game for the Mets. Michael Conforto gets the hit. They are pounding him as he had rounded second base. They're going to virtually undress him between second and third as they will yank the shirt off of his back. Javier Baez had the hit that made it a 1-run game, and then after Alonso would score the tying run on that hit, and Alfaro, remember, a catcher by trade in left field, bobbled that ball. Baez flew around third and scored as the throw was not handled by Jackson, and the Mets have won the ball game 6-5.
There you go.
How about that?
Harry Rose. By the way,
That's a great call
I got
by
a note
Harry.
online that the guy Ray that called in, who said his dad owned the yellow sub, and said his dad's dead, was not the Ray whose dad owned the yellow sub, and his dad's very much alive.
Wait, the guy was a fraud?
According to a
The
guy
guy I
online.
was defending was a
There's
fraud?
a guy I met once at City Park, which is near a show, where we played the softball games all those years. And he said, that wasn't me who called in saying my father owned the El Sub. I appreciate how much you loved our place and the mention. However, and thankfully, my dad's very much alive. We talked at the charity game at City Park, and we spoke about it once. So my apologies. There's a fraudulent Ray out there.
I'm so confused right now.
The Mets win! The Mets win! 6-5 Mets over the Marlins.
Wow.
The most improbable and thinkable of comebacks. And the game-winning run was the guy you all wanted to bury yesterday. Well, now how do you like him? If you're going to the game 2 tonight, split admission doubleheader, 7 innings tonight.
Yeah.
Not 9,
Yep.
7 innings.
Yep.
Have your feelings changed at all about Javi Baez, who did something today that every fan of every team loves? He hustled.
Well, and he also backed it up. Like, the biggest way to change this narrative, which has been said many times over the last 24 hours, is go perform. What he did today was he performed. He got an infield hit, which scored a run, and then hustled his ass off and scored from first to win a game, and the Mets won a baseball game. But everyone's view on Javier Baez is not going to drastically change because of one game that pulled the Mets to within, 6.5 games of first place?
Yep.
Like, this has to continue. And as great as this win was, in less than 2 hours, they play another baseball game. And they have to win that other baseball game. And you may think I'm nuts, but if Javier Baez comes up with the bases loaded in the 8th inning down a run and he strikes out, he's going to get booed.
Yes, that is true as well. 877-337-6666. All right, listen, you're a diehard Met fan. You played this whole thing out over the last 24 hours. The guy just won you a game. Now what do you think?
CuriosityStream has thousands of documentary films and shows on demand on any device. We're the Netflix for nerds, the Hulu for history buffs, the Disney Plus for the scientist in us. Back to school means getting 25% off annual plans at CuriosityStream. That's a little over $1 a month for thousands of brain-boosting documentaries. Hurry, sale ends Monday.
We got a singer!
At the Jeep Labor Day sales event, summer's ending means true adventure's just beginning. It's time to set your compass to the setting sun and follow the open road wherever it leads. To let one wave introduce you to 1,000 friends you didn't know you had, and one spirit of freedom take you to places you hadn't dreamed existed. In the all-new 3-row Grand Cherokee L, with enough room for the whole family to find their wild side. Or in the American legend Jeep Wrangler, the true embodiment of open-air freedom. Navigate the road less traveled with the available technology of Jeep Compass, or let Jeep Cherokee's advanced safety features help protect you wherever you go. Because even though summer's coming to a close, one SUV brand knows the road to adventure is always open. And when it comes to ending summer in style, there's only one. So let the Jeep Labor Day sales event lead you to great times with a great deal by heading into your Jeep brand dealer today. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Your life, your hopes, and whatever you were searching for at 1:15 a.m. It's really none of our business, and it shouldn't be anyone else's. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
It's Carton and Roberts on The Fan, WFAN, WFAN-FM, and WFAN.com.
I think I tried to make Sonny a Yankee fan last week or a week after when he sat in for you.
Didn't work?
No. And he's like, no, you told me to stay with my team, all that childhood crap, which I did. But I think he might have been watching down there in Florida to see what his beloved Mets were doing today. Or he
probably shut the game off in the 7th inning. How many Met fans, because Met fans do this sometimes, all sports fans do, shut the game off and then watch the 9th inning?
5-1 in the 9th after they collapsed in the 8th? Yeah. They had 2 guys on, as you said, 2 guys on in the 8th, Conforto up, and he popped up in foul territory and then slammed his helmet and bat. And they blew every chance they had.
I bet you a lot of Met fans found out the Mets won based on us saying it.
Or you know what the worst thing is? I've been there. I'm sure you haven't been in this position.
What?
Where you say to yourself, especially when you have a family that you're responsible for, you're like, all right, you know what? It's 5-1. They didn't score in the 8th. This game's over. We're out of here. Right? We're not staying for the 9th. They're down 4 runs. And then the worst thing a fan could ever experience, ever, legit, you make that decision to walk out. And on your way out, invariably, there's a very pleasant security guard who says to you, no returns.
It's like your final shot.
Just want to make sure you can't go to your car and come back. You can't go pee and come back. You can't come back. No returns. You're like, all good. They played 8. They're down 5-1. I'm going home, right? And then as you're walking to your car, all of a sudden you hear the stadium erupt.
Right.
And you're like, son of a bitch.
Yes.
What did I miss? I walked away, you lousy. What are we doing? And you go to your phone because we have phones now. It used to be you had to run to your car, turn on the radio to hear what you missed. And they was like, oh, Nimmo 2-run home run? It's still 5-3.
Right. They're still dead.
Like, we're good. We made the right decision to leave and beat traffic. And then more applause and more cheers. And you're sitting in a little bit of traffic because you're still leaving the city field.
Right.
And there's traffic in that area. U.S. Open's being played. You know, certain roads are closed. They're trying to give you tickets for parking under the Grand Century, even though you found a good spot and didn't have to pay for it. And you're pissed off about that. And then the roars come again. And you're like, you lousy kids. You had to go to school tomorrow. I had to get you home in time for dinner, or your mother was going to be mad at me.
Well,
you need help bathing. And you left before
No. Here's your mess
What?
up. Here's your mess up. Your mess up is make the decision based on your kids needing to go
Hold on,
home,
time out a
not
second.
the score of the game.
Time
you
out
do
a
it the
second.
score of the game, you're a fraud.
Once again, I was right. The owner has treated.
Oh, did he?
He didn't even wait an hour.
God.
The owner
They
has
have a
treated.
second
A
game
minute
tonight,
ago, he
Steve,
sent
that
out
they
a tweet.
better win. Like this game, great. It was a great win. It's weird doing the show with you, but hey, great win. If they lose the second game of the doubleheader, you can take this win and throw it out.
Here's the tweet. And it's 1 minute ago, so I said it'd be within the hour.
No,
Not
you were
that
right. I
easy.
was wrong. I thought it would happen after the second game, but go ahead. What did he say?
Sometimes baseball can be pure joy. I'm so happy for the blank. Fans is the right answer, right?
I go with players and fans because, like, we're unified
Okay,
now, so
all
I
right.
go with players and
Now,
fans.
if you get it and you're not tone deaf to what took place in the last 24 hours, I'm so happy for the fans.
Right.
Because the fans got dealt a bad hand yesterday.
Damn right he did.
Did Steve Cohen say fans? I'm sorry if he didn't say both. Or did he say players?
He better not have said players. You can't say players.
I
mean,
agree.
I'm happy for the players, but you're also happy for your customers and fans.
Right.
So if it's not both, it better just be fans.
Brother, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah,
There's
can't
only
say
one
players.
answer. It's fans.
Can't say
you want to make it fans and players? Okay, we accept that. But if you're an ass-kissing coddler to the players here who never do any wrong, then the answer might be players.
Oh, no. Based on your... No. I don't feel good. I haven't looked, by the way, because I want to be
Yeah,
loyal
don't look,
to the
don't look.
integrity of the show.
Thank you.
I have a really bad feeling, based on your smile, based on the way you said coddling of players, that he actually wrote, I'm happy for the players. I really hope he didn't do that, by the way. I would not be a fan of that.
Here's the quote from the owner of the Mets. Sometimes baseball can be pure joy.
Okay, I'm with him so far.
I'm so happy for the players.
Come on. Now.
Not the fans.
Now you
The fans is the answer there.
I don't want to.
And that further ingratiates you as a fan owner.
Yeah, I don't want
You're not
to.
happy for the players in that spot?
I don't want to be you in that I make such a big deal out of something that doesn't matter that much, but
Yeah, you have to.
you can't write just the players.
Yeah, the players are the ones that were in the
Dude,
wrong.
if you want to go players and fans, I'm good. Like, I like that. That's a unifying message. We're all together. But no, you're happy for the fans. You know, the fans that spend thousands of dollars, the fans that watch this garbage team most of the year, those people.
Right.
Not the millionaires who will be happy either way.
Remember, the fans are the ones that got wrong.
Yeah.
I'm happy for the
Did he
fans.
I got to check. Did
That
he really
we gave
say that?
them a W.
Let me check this.
He said he's happy for the players.
Nah,
That's what he
did.
said.
Wow.
There you go.
Sometimes baseball can be pure joy. I'm so happy for the players.
There's a search party on the field now at Citi Field looking for a piece of jewelry that Baez lost during the slide across home plate. Among the people searching is Sandy Alderson.
What?
Oh, come on, dude. Hey, Sonny, I got to call you right back, buddy, all right? I'll call you back.
Sandy
All right,
Alderson's
I'll call
on
you
the
back.
field
I'll call you
looking for lost jewelry.
back. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Now they got to. Now the owner's kissing his ass. The GM's looking for his jewelry.
Right.
Can this embarrassment end? They won this amazing game. Great game. Fantastic. I got the owner kissing the player's ass. I got the GM on hands and knees like, where's the jewelry? Sandy, Javi can afford a new one. All right?
How is the team president / GM?
What are we doing?
I don't know if he's on his hands and knees, but he might be searching around home plate
How else
for
do you
Javi
look for
Baez's
it?
jewelry. A day ago, you were getting ready to cut him.
Dude, the Mets won this incredible game. Can that be it, period, stop?
They gave us 20 minutes
Do
to
we
revel in
need
it. Yeah.
the owner kissing the player's ass? And I don't know. Maybe we're the only ones making a big deal of it. Whatever. But now we got the GM like, is it over here? Where's it over here?
Looking like Rick Moranis and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing? This is why they can't help themselves. I'm so happy for the players. You know, the ones that wronged the fan base yesterday that I said they touched the third rail by going after?
Craig, other
and hold
than...
on. Not, so the owner, that's one thing. You want to kiss the players' asses, that's your thing, go right ahead, right? You pay him, fine. the president of the team is on the field searching for lost diamonds and rubies? What?
Other than the stray fan
my
that
God.
does go below the belt on players, which we all think is disgusting. Like, the fan that says something they shouldn't say, DM something they shouldn't do. Other than that, we the fans haven't done anything wrong. Like, we've done nothing.
No, we didn't.
Oh, yeah, we boo. I haven't, but other Met fans, I'm supporting them in this. I'll be a we've booed players that have disappointed. A team that's basically collapsed over the last month. Happy for us and the players. We can throw them in there.
That's unbelievable.
But both of us.
They were down 5-1 in the ninth, mind you. Give them all the credit in the world. Great comeback. It's a win. A win's a win's a win. And the guy that was being run out of town yesterday, the owner's happy for the players who have underperformed all year and attacked the fans yesterday. And the president's on his hands and knees, possibly, looking for loose diamonds.
It's an earring. It has been confirmed.
It's an earring.
And someone who has their ears pierced, when you lose an earring, it's a tough time.
It's a tough time. What, does it hurt?
I've lost them here. No, you feel bad.
You feel bad.
By the way, SNY better show this at some point. I know we're not on SNY today, but I don't want to see the hit. I want to see the general manager president on his looking for a diamond earring to make sure that Javi Baez has a loss.
I mean, that's a real team-friendly team president that he's out there looking.
Yeah.
I remember Sandy once helped put the tarp on the field once, so he's a very hands-on kind of guy. By the way, I did some research after Steve Cohen's tweet.
Hold on a second. I apologize.
You don't really apologize, but go ahead.
Could you imagine Brian Cashman on his hands and knees looking for like an A-Rod lost earring?
Not A-Rod.
A-Rod, I got you, buddy. Nice job in that game today. I'll find the earring. Everyone freeze. Nobody move. By the way, they have the grounds crew and security staff out there right now, along with Sandy Alderson.
They got to find that.
Trying to find his diamond earring.
That's a needle in a haystack, too. That's going to be really hard to find.
Don't you think, but Lukey, as someone who has earrings, wouldn't you think that the loss had to have occurred at the plate? He's doing the head-first dive.
Correct. It might have taken a bounce. Somebody might have kicked it.
The celebration.
He got mobbed by players afterwards, too.
You think one of his teammates stole his earring?
Like, when he's sliding
Is that what happened?
His right ear is exposed because he got the flap on the left one.
Right.
You can see the shiny diamond earring kind of like jiggling as he slides into home.
Really, you noticed that?
Yep, you can see it. I just noticed it in the last
replay. So he lost it on the play at the plate.
But I don't know.
Or it came loose on the play.
He was aware of it because I saw in the celebration Baez is on the ground going through the grass.
Yeah, I did see that too.
And I didn't know.
I think Lindor did it too.
Yeah, at the moment I'm like, I guess it did kind of cross my mind. Maybe he lost something. But.
So the game starts in an hour and a half. Will they delay the start of game 2 until they find the earring? Well, we're going to have our first ever Major League Baseball earring delay.
By the way,
we can't start this game until it's been found.
They might find that earring in one of the other guys' jerseys. Who knows, right? But
that
it's
could be a
interesting.
problem.
Boy, that's so fascinating. We're all on the same page. The owner's kissing their asses, and now the GM.
Here's where we're.
By the way, the GM's a 70-year-old man.
No, yeah. Here's where we're not on the same page, and I'm sort of surprised. I went into Cohen's mentions. Only like 1 or 2 people are pissed about the not being happy for the fans.
Be pissed about it. It's just that it's
it's a lot of just like, let's go Mets. Do the fans still hate Baez? Things like that. There's not a lot of ratio, as they call it, in his tweet saying he's happy for the players.
Because that'll be a reaction to it by other people afterwards. Right now, in the moment, you just want a huge game, so you're excited.
Yeah, but not me. Look, I'm excited about the win, but it did jump out at me that he's happy for the players.
I'm happy for the players. That's nice. Isn't that nice? Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Yeah. You bored us for 3 hours and 40 minutes.
I mean, it was a very bad game.
Right?
Until that 9th inning, it was a long game. It was a bad game. It was a lifeless game. But hey, somehow they came back. And I'll say it again because this is the reality. If they don't win game 2, it means nothing.
Yeah, I know. But don't be a wet blanket yet.
Dude, the next game starts in an hour and a half. It's not tomorrow.
An hour and a half.
I got to wait an hour and a half to say that?
Let people enjoy the moment for now.
I am enjoying the moment. I'm just saying that they better win game 2.
You're not really enjoying the moment. You're half enjoying the moment.
Well, yeah, because they have so much ground to make up that if they don't win today...
Enjoy the moment. Worry about the next game when it starts.
Craig, I enjoyed the moment for about 5 minutes. How many minutes am I supposed to enjoy it for?
You should still be enjoying it.
Okay, what time, Craig, am I allowed to move on?
7:10.
Why 7:10?
Because that's when the next game starts.
Is that really how it works?
Yeah, like I've told you a million times, live in the moment, enjoy the moment.
No, I am enjoying the fact they came back, but it's a reality, and let's not get it twisted, that if they don't win the second game of the doubleheader,
let's worry
this
about
was
that
all
when
blah.
the second game starts. Let's enjoy
I gotta
it.
worry to the second game?
No, don't worry.
See, I'm
Just-
more forward-thinking than you.
No,
That's the difference.
You live in the moment. Right now, the moment is we got to find the guy's diamond
Can I
earring.
have to? That's the moment?
That's where we are right now. We got to find his diamond earring or all hell's going to break loose.
Sandy is on hands and knees. Where is that earring?
Yeah.
I got to find it. I'm telling you, when this game starts at 7:25, it won't be because, the first game was too long. We need to get people out. It'll be because we're still looking for that diamond earring.
Hey, did you think the Mets were going to come back and win that game? No. Were you watching the game or following along on your phone?
So I'll be honest. I got the notification on my phone that they made it 5-2, and then I put.
Well, 5-3. 5-3. Good.
5-3. I'm sorry. Yeah, 5-3. But I was in class, so I couldn't pay attention all the way to the game because.
Yeah, but what class were you in? Like, were you in like geology, like you don't have to go to it kind of class, or were you in like a biology class? You have to actually listen.
I was in history of the Jewish religion.
Oh, well, it's not going to change. You probably could have jumped out of
So
class.
does that
a little
qualify
early.
as a class he has to listen
No,
to?
like history never changes. So,
Okay.
like, all right, so you missed 10 minutes. Go back and read the scrolls. You'll be fine, right?
Exactly.
So you're all good to go.
3.
And have you forgiven Javi Baez, or because of the great play to win the game today? Or are you still going to boom tonight?
Well, I never was that mad at him in the first place, to be honest. I think that I don't care if he speaks his mind. I'd rather him be honest than have a hidden message behind something he's doing on the field every night.
All right.
But to answer the question, I mean, how could you not forgive him? The guy had the balls to try to score from first on a ball that really should have had a routine play, obviously the error in left field. But, I mean, I didn't think he was going to be safe running in.
It's a great win, no doubt. All right, go back to your studies, learn something, and I'll take a full report on what you've learned tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, you got it, buddy. There's Sonny, all right? What's he taking? History of Jewish stuff?
That's what he said. History of the Jewish religion.
Religion, yeah.
Huh. That must have been, he must not have gotten into his original class. That was a backup. He must have been bamboozled into that one. Yeah. I don't know. I never heard that one being discussed at the dinner table about potential classes. Real quick, Rich is leaving the Met game. Richie Bones, my man, how's it going? Richie, why'd you kill Bobby Lupo?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can now, so yes. You were at the game today?
Yes, I was.
And?
I'll give you a couple takeaways
Go.
Before the game, the Mets walked in as a unit from the bullpen, all surrounding Lindor and Baez. The only real booing I heard was for the first baseman from the Marlins,
Jesus Aguilar.
Because he had words, obviously, with someone in the dugout.
Yes, and the words he had, by the way, Rich, were with Francisco Lindor, and it appears that Aguilar said you were the ones booing the fans and did the thumbs down.
Who was Taiwan Walker jawing with?
Hey, same guy, Jesus
guy?
Aguilar, yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of jarring going on, but I saw a replay where it looked like Aguilar, and it's tough to read words or read mouths. Is that what it's called, reading mouths?
Reading
lips.
Reading lips.
Thank you, guys.
You tongue-kiss mouths, you read lips.
It appeared Jesus was mocking Lindor for booing the crowd. But the one thing that he said that's interesting is, and you would have noticed it if you're not there, is that they did all surround Lindor and Baez in almost a show of unity, which means nothing if you don't win.
Right.
But they won today, so it's a great story.
Yeah, listen, this is why we love sports. 5-run comebacks in the 9th inning, right? On a day when the Mets are being hated. They are still out there searching for the diamond earring.
And SNY is showing Sandy Alderson looking for the
They
diamond
have to
earring.
show. It's a news story now. Sandy Alderson is bended over, hands, elbows on knees, in front of the plate a little bit towards the first base side, trying to find Javi Baez's earring. And you know what's going to happen? If whoever finds it, Sandy's going to be the one that gives it to him. Hey, I found this for you. Hey, we found it. We made sure we got your ring. It ain't going to be in front of the plate. They're looking in the wrong spot, in my opinion.
So where would it be? Off the plate?
I think it's got to be either during the slide, so the grass or dirt kind of behind the plate, maybe a little bit towards the third base side, or it came out when he was being mobbed by the guys.
Yes.
Right? I mean, one or the other, which would still be kind of behind the plate, right?
Right.
I didn't see the full celebration, so I may be speaking a little bit out of town.
I'm seeing on Twitter, apparently Luis Rojas was out there as well. Carlos Carrasco looking for the earring.
Come on.
They gave up, though. I guess Louis had to meet the media, obviously. So,
little boy, they are all kissing ass. It's unbelievable.
That is unreal.
big search
to me.
party for the lost
Like, what are we doing? There's 20 guys with rakes. Like, does anybody have a metal detector?
That's a show of, like, solidarity more than it is actually looking. Because Craig's right. The whole grounds crew's out there.
Right.
They don't need Luis Rojas saying, oh, there it is.
How important is that diamond earring?
I was
going to
play devil's advocate. What if it's sentimental value?
Okay,
Maybe like
that's
it's possible.
possible.
You know what I
That.
mean?
That's
so
possible.
Maybe a girlfriend or wife or kid gave it to him.
Yeah,
Who
it could be a
knows?
sentimental thing. Yeah.
But I'm not kidding. There's a dozen people looking right now, including the second highest ranking guy on the team.
And for as much money as Javi makes, how much money would the diamond have to have cost
He's
for you
got
to say?
insurance anyway.
What do you mean? Insurance on it falling out of your ear while you're playing baseball?
A loss.
Really?
Yeah. You have insurance like on your wedding ring, let's say. If you lose it, you lose it. Don't matter how you lost it. Yeah, that's an insurance claim right there.
Yeah, I don't think Javi's thinking that way right
And
now.
my gut is that, what kind of money has Javi Baez made in his lifetime?
He's made pretty good money. He hasn't gotten the big payday yet, but he's making millions.
40 million, something like that. Yeah, it's probably a $50,000, $100,000 earring.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Insurance. Boom. Right?
I don't know if it works that way. What if he didn't get insurance?
I have a $20 ring.
Do you have insurance on that?
No, I do not.
Did you have insurance on your first wedding ring? So then, if you don't even know, and you probably didn't
know.
why would
We had
you
it on
assume
my wife's ring?
Why would you assume Lindor has it on his earring?
Because I never had a $50,000 ring.
You also didn't make $12 million a year.
Right. So I think if you have a $100,000 earring, odds are you probably got it insured.
If Steve Cohen is as big of a kiss ass as you think he is, when is he going onto the field to go look for the earring? When's that happening?
I don't even know if he's at the game. So if he's at the game, he'll be out on the
You
field.
think he'll be out there, too?
Doesn't somebody have a metal detector? Go to Jones Beach. Go buy someone's metal detector. And let's bring it out. Tell them we'll give you 2 tickets to tonight's Mets game.
That'll solve
We got to
it.
borrow your metal detector for a minute. But I'm on the beach trying to find lost jewels. Well, we want you to find a lost jewel here.
Yeah, Javi Baez's earring. Go get
and
it.
it's in the sand. Same thing.
Same concept.
Yeah. Scott's in Bergen County. He was at the first game. He's going to go to the second game. We'll talk to him in a minute. Talk to you as well. Wow. I mean, I've never seen tides turn as fast as they turned for Javi Baez this afternoon. Phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
The question is this going to be a Wilmer Flores crying and then hitting a game-winning home run moment? Or is this just a footnote?
Your life, your hopes, and whatever you were searching for at 1:15 a.m. It's really none of our business, and it shouldn't be anyone else's. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
At the Jeep Labor Day sales event, summer's ending means true adventure's just beginning. It's time to set your compass to the setting sun and follow the open road wherever it leads. To let one wave introduce you to 1,000 friends you didn't know you had, and one spirit of freedom take you to places you hadn't dreamed existed. In the all-new 3-row Grand Cherokee L, with enough room for the whole family to find their wild side. Or in the American legend Jeep Wrangler, the true embodiment of open-air freedom. Navigate the road less traveled with the available technology of Jeep Compass, or let Jeep Cherokee's advanced safety features help protect you wherever you go. Because even though summer's coming to a close, one SUV brand knows the road to adventure is always open. And when it comes to ending summer in style, there's only one. So let the Jeep Labor Day sales event lead you to great times with a great deal by heading into your Jeep brand dealer today. Jeep is a registered trademark.
CuriosityStream has thousands of documentary films and shows on demand on any device. We're the Netflix for nerds, the Hulu for history buffs, the Disney Plus for the scientist in us. Back to school means getting 25% off annual plans at CuriosityStream. That's a little over $1 a month for thousands of brain-boosting documentaries. Hurry, sale ends Monday.